Hi, story time from Cambodia. So I'm in Kampot, which is a little town, a little beach town in south of Cambodia. And it's a real hippie little, nice little town. There's a lot going on. But if you drive through, you'll see this area. It's like a big park. There's just nothing here. And the reason that there's nothing here is because this is a mass grave from the Khmer Rouge, and the Cambodian people believe in ghosts, so they will not build anything on this piece of land because they don't want to upset the spirits of the several thousand people that are buried here. So, touch morbid, but yeah, welcome to Cambodia. I'm Allison, and you are in Beerland. Cold crashing is a very important part of the brewing process. After fermentation has ended and a diacetyl arrest has been completed, the temperature of a sealed tank is lowered. This is called cold crashing. Cold crashing does a few things. The reduction in temperature forces yeast remaining in suspension to drop to the bottom of the tank. The reduction in temperature also allows the natural carbon dioxide to be absorbed into the beer. So if you're working in a large scale production facility and you need to add or subtract time somewhere in your production schedule, cold crashing is the most forgiving phase in the brewing process where this can be done. Things to consider when cold crashing: where does your beer go from here? Is it being filtered? How is it being filtered? That might affect how long you crash the beer for or where it winds up in your schedule. Then the absorption of gases into the liquid as the temperature is dropping. So are you spunding? Do you have adequate pressure in your tank so that you don't create a vacuum before you do that initial temperature drop? Is your tank properly sealed so that you aren't allowing oxygen ingress inside your tank too when you do that drop and then the gases get absorbed into the liquid? So lastly, is this what homebrewers call secondary fermentation? That makes no sense to me because you'd think something like bottle conditioning, which is actually a second fermentation, would be called secondary fermentation. But in cold crashing, you're actually stopping fermentation. So it's like the opposite of a fermentation. So I have no idea why anyone would call this secondary fermentation when literally no fermentation is happening. So just questions to ponder as you're cold crashing. Cheers.